Hello, everybody, and welcome to this week's tank tour. We are doing Tank Tour 2.0 with Lee, the one-armed reefer, the magnificent beast himself. So we're going to go through his Cade and his Waterbox. Is that right, Lee?
That is correct, sir.
I just waited for you to take a drink before I said that.
I know.
Okay, I'll spotlight you, and then... your
God,
camera's not that bad quality.
Yeah, it's one of me Elgato Nanos, but God, I look rough still.
It looks okay.
Your
It's the
eye looks,
OnlyFans one, is it, Lou?
your eye looks okay.
Oh yeah, I'll get it better for you.
No.
Rub some pallies in it.
Yeah, I'll put my hand in the tank and go like that. So yeah,
Take it away.
what would you like me to start with?
Well, which tank do you want to start with? The one you set up first, maybe? It's up to you.
We'll go for Waterbox, which is second one, simply because it's like here. So let's get this wire out of the way. They've put a stand and everything ready. Yeah.
So is that all those bubble tips that you added not that long ago?
Yeah.
Ah, they look really good.
Well, the thing is, I said I'd never have bubble tips again after they killed the colony of Duncans and a few other bits. But when I did last tank break, they were in tank break, and I put them in there for a minute, and I thought, I'll give them a few weeks, and if they don't move, I'll keep them. And other than one moving off, and then I put it back on, and it stayed on. They're quite happy where they are, so I thought, sorry, I might as well keep them. I've got little clown that's getting that the anemones are allowing it to host. Trying to get that right way around so I don't upset you on. So yeah, it's a Waterbox 3-foot frag. I can't remember the model name. Dan will probably know what it is better than me because he's got the 5-foot version. But this is just, excuse me. Sorry. It's because it's on a little buffet like this, so I can hold it in place in a skimmer lid.
A buffet?
Buffet, yeah. Stool.
A
Tuffet.
buffet?
Yes, or a stool. Whatever you want to put out.
Buffet?
So yeah, so this is my Waterbox. It's got a Delula X4 light on it, which you can't see, which is there. It's also got two of the pixels to give extra light in corners because that Delula don't give as much spread as I would like.
Are those the lights also made by Delua? Sorry.
Look, just because I pronounce things differently, you don't go on at gym for saying aluminum, do you?
No, sorry, I'm being deadly serious. I've never heard of a pixel light. Who's it made by? What the fuck?
Oh, the pixel. Yeah, sorry. I thought you meant you were taking piss out of me saying Delula.
No.
Yeah, pixels are made by them. They're there put now.
Delilah.
That one, yeah. Now the give, I don't know if you can. The shimmer off of it is basically just from. Let me just get my phone. See if I can do this right. Disconnect. Yeah.
I don't know anything about the Delua lights, to be totally honest, and I don't know anybody else that runs them.
Well, I got one off Nick Chan, and I need to pay him for it because I do quite like it. But
Is that Jackie Chan's brother?
that's the fella, yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, the pixels. If I turn the main light off, you'll see what shimmer it gives. Instant control.
So is this like Delua's version of like a Prime or a Kessel type idea?
Yeah, they're very much like the Kessels. So now if you look at that, it's gone blue, but you can see the
Fuck me, it looks like my room.
Yeah. But it's the shimmer.
Just not as blue.
Yeah. They don't have to give a really good shimmer. So what I want to do is replace my old Kessels, which have seen better days on the big tank, with them.
Okay.
So I'm quite impressed with them. And for money, they're really good.
What price range are they in? I've never seen them.
The pixels are roughly 110 each, and then you've got about power supply. But the reason they do that is if you buy one pixel, you buy one power supply. If you buy 2 pixels, you'd buy a power supply that runs 2 pixels.
Okay.
And so on and so forth. So let's say you buy 4, you've only got one power supply to buy.
Right.
Well, that's
which I
quite
think is
cool.
quite a good idea. It's a lot better than some other ones.
So
But
what's the limit to how many you can run off of one power supply?
I think it's 4.
4. Okay.
Which
And
you
what
think about
a
is,
Kessel nowadays is 600, 800 bucks.
yeah. Now these aren't as powerful as Kessels, and they're just on and off. You can get a little timer for them, but it's not amazing. But it'll dim it up and down. But they're quite powerful at 100%. So, and brackets as well. Brackets are quite nice. Let's have a look. I'll show you.
That's very affordable for a little light.
Yeah, brackets are about 50 quid. But you can put more than one light on them. And the cracking little lights, if I didn't have that one, I'd probably get a few more of them and just run them on it. Because all this is my overflow tank anyway. Oops.
Cool.
But yeah, I'm quite happy with them. As you can see, I've got a very large golden hawkfish in there.
That is huge.
He is an absolute arsehole. Now, if you remember a while back, I put a load of hammers in this when I first set it up, and it looked phenomenal. He keeps sitting on them and killing them, so they all came out. Wild caught yellow tang and a convict tang, which was very, very poorly and is now doing extremely well. So they're due to go in big tank when I get round to it.
Did they get along?
Everyone gets along.
So you're the only one with the trout, Rob?
Seems to be.
Oh no, this this convict is same, but he's more of a follower than an instigator. When he's on his own, he's all right, but put him with like a silver spot, and he turns into the biggest trout you can imagine. Absolute nightmare dealer. But there's also an amphibious in there somewhere. 2 Springer damsels. You can just see 6-line wrasse here. I just disappeared it back. There's also a Melanurus wrasse in there as well. There were 2 clowns, but unfortunately, one of them passed away not long since, so I've only got that one left.
That's enjoying life in that anemone there.
Yeah. It keeps changing which anemone it wants to be in. But when I brought the convict in, he was skin and bone, and I didn't think he was going to make it, but he's turning out to be. He's looking a hell of a lot better. Now, I want to put him in big tank, but I didn't risk it with having the zebra in there. I don't know how he's going to react because he's a little bit bigger than zebra.
Did you use any specific food additives or vitamins or anything like that to try and boost his food a bit?
No, I just plenty of pellet, plenty of frozen. And luckily, in this tank, there's lots of algae for him to graze at. Now, it's not so bad now, but before, it was full of hair algae. So he just went through that and annihilated it all. As you can see, my little amphibious is out now. It's a female, but it's in the middle of turning into a male.
Super healthy and chunky.
I do mix my own food up, so I use standard frozen and I mix nori in it and squid, whitebait, mussels, cockles. What are the other ones now? Some round ones.
So is that all shop bought as in from a marine store, or do you buy your own seafood and do it all yourself?
I buy frozen so I get my mysis, braai shrimps, all that kind of stuff from a marine shop. The rest I go to Morrison's supermarket and get it from there off at fish counter.
Brilliant.
A lot cheaper, and it's like you can get big pieces of squid and such like, and scallops, which you don't often see in fish shops. And I'll end up spending like 30-40 quid every time, but that'll last me a few months.
And
You
do
feed
have
any,
Sorry, on you go.
But someone asking something then, and the dog cut off.
sorry, that's me. Do you feed any salmon?
No, it's not something I've tried yet. It's one of the things that it's supposed to be really good, but I ain't got round. Oops, sorry. Caught off it again.
Because of the
I need to
omega-3
try.
oils. Is that why you're saying that?
Yeah. Yeah, it's supposed to be really good for putting aminos in and such like.
I always get that oil slick on my tanks after using salmon.
But yeah, you can see that's a huge urchin that Tim gave me.
Yeah, it is.
Those are the pallies that Dave gave me last week, which are doing extremely well. Rest it's just Zoas and
Have you eaten any of those yet?
I was going to say, they taste the same as the others, or?
no, they're different. They're not as nice.
Taste the same, or
They're not as nice, but yeah, they're actually them are one of my favourites to go along with Grandes. And when Dave gave me them, I didn't know what they were. I just put them in tank, and when they opened up, I was like, "Oh, great!" I lost a colonies a while back. I keep banging that bloody buffet.
So what have you got for flow in there, Lee?
Yeah, 2 wave makers. They're called Mantis. They came out a few years back now. My mate had them in shop, and I used to have 2 Nero Freeze. Well, 3 Nero Freeze on it. But they were faulty, so you couldn't run them above 35%. Otherwise, they just jammed up. And then you just take them apart, unscrew them, and then they'd work again for like 4 or 5 days and jam up. So they've gone back and waiting to find out what they're doing with them. But my mate had these show you. Mantis ones in. There's no app, but they're just a standard little controller. And I've got one on each side, and they do a grand job. Now, I was really happy with the flow. And a big shout out to Tim, Wakefield Reefer. See, with me not being so well, as you know, I was really badly last week, and I'm still not 100%. He came up and I'd like to say he helped clean the tanks, but he didn't. He cleaned all the tanks, and he keeps telling me to sit down. So a huge thank you for Tim.
What an amazing guy.
Yeah. He said, "I'll come up and give you an hand." I said, "Oh, no, I'll get right to doing it. It's fine." He went, No. And then he came up for Thursday for a few hours, and he came up Saturday morning. And on Saturday morning, he put this lot up for me. Because all that were open before. So now I don't have reflection, and it stops reflection from other tanks as well. But there's just a little sample of my big tank. And if you look there, Steve, in that box, there's your sailfin doing really well. He's off downstairs later on today. So yeah, Tim came and cleaned all tanks look sparkling. I can't believe the difference.
It's looking good. Well done, Tim.
What brand are those power heads?
Mantis.
Never.
I believe they're American make, but they didn't do very well in the UK. So
Mantis or Manta?
Mantis, TIS,
Tis.
as in the fish.
Dr. Mantis Toboggan.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I'm finding something called Mantis, but it's more tornadoes, so they're like return pumps. So they must do wave makers as well, obviously.
They did full lot, but they just didn't do very well in the UK. And my mates had them stuck in shop for 2 years. So it was going through stuff that we were getting rid of. So what do you want from me? Went, "Oh, we'll sort it out later." It's all right. So they've been in tank about 3-4 months. I can't follow them. Other than I'm not having an app, which is a shame. Other than that, the brilliant little I'll show you controller.
Oh, it's called the Turbon 60, 100 or 200. So which one are they?
Yeah, I think these are 100. I'm not too sure. I'd have to go look at the box.
Yeah, they look quite good, to be honest.
It's really nice, and the display is really clear as well. But like a premium version of J-Cod.
Yeah, 2-year warranty, ultra quiet sine wave motors. Yeah.
Does it spark when you put the controller in, Lee?
No.
No?
Even when
That's
you
a
lick
premium
it first.
version.
Yeah, still your Wi-Fi.
Doesn't affect my Wi-Fi or anything.
Unbelievable.
They're linked together, so one comes on, other one goes off as well. So, like right now, you see that side's on. That side's just kicked on as that one's gone off. So it gives a really nice flow. You can just
so they pair up.
Yeah. Just see it background with Nero. That's not working. Yeah, they pair up somehow. They're linked together. I don't know what it is. You just press a button and it seems to link up, and then it does
Bluetooth.
Do that whole sync, anti-sync thing.
Yeah. So for money, I think they were about 150 when they first came out. And they weren't that bad for money, but they just didn't take off.
That's really cheap. That's amazing.
And
They look identical to these ice cap. It looks like ice cap rebranded them.
Yeah, probably. We don't get ice cap in UK, so usually rebranding of ice cap is TMC. Sorry, Ron. And other similar manufacturers like these. But yeah, they're cracking little wave makers for what they are.
So how's this tank plumbed in? Does this have its own sump?
No, it's all linked into the same system. So if I just turn you upside down, you can see there's pipe work. It's very noisy at the moment. Yeah. So that's straight down into the floor. Through floor, you can see the daylight coming out of the cellar. Straight into a big sump. Both these systems are plumbed into the same system. It's big tank, so it gives you a huge water volume.
So the original sump, not the new sump downstairs.
No, I'm still not. I'm hoping to do them this week, depending on how finances are.
And
so I've had a bit of issues.
Everything is plumbed in. Like every single tank is going to be running through that one sump after this.
Well, I'll probably keep both sumps running, but I'm still fighting the idea of having these two tanks on a separate sump. But I can't decide what to do.
Why are you thinking? What's going through your head?
Well, the thing is, I've got a really nice acrylic sump in cellar, and if I link them all together on one sump, on the big sump, I'm going to have to drill the acrylic sump, and I don't want to drill it.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, do I really want to be running two sets of sumps? Which means I'll have to get another trident and spend a bit more money than I don't want to.
Yeah, it's a tricky one, but also running everything in one system. If it's in one, it's in everything.
Well, that's it. But it's weird how certain things will do better in one tank than other. And I know it could be down to lighting or whatever, but even when I have the same lighting on both tanks, things always seem to thrive differently in different tanks.
Yeah, I think it's bacteria.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, the big tank's looking a lot better than it has done. Just the cleaning of it made a huge difference, to be honest.
Brilliant.
But yeah, so this is my Waterbox. Do you want me to go through anything that's in there? Or?
So are you worried about those? I mean, you've got a lot of coral in there. Are you worried about those anemones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I said. They've been in now. Oh, God. It's a good few months they've been there now.
Oh, yeah?
I'd say 3-4 months.
Oh.
And they've not moved. So I'm not as worried. That was the thing. Yeah. I put them in and I thought if they start moving about, they'll go into cellar. Because I've got 15 in new sumps already. So I'd seen Dong years ago going on about using them for phosphate. So when my mate kept breeding them, I said, keep bringing them out to chuck them in big sumps. So when I put them in there, I didn't want them in there. It was just, because I'd done a break, it would just get them in there and then I'll move them downstairs later. But with them not moving and they look beautiful, I thought, sorry, I might as well have them in here.
They look really good.
Yeah, I like them.
I mean, I hate those things, but they look good.
You look. Those are actually bubbling up properly.
Is that a big toadstool to the?
There.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's one of the many ones I've got. I've got another one that's in back corner down there, but it's sulking.
Yeah.
And we've got a
nice
pour on
nice
back
softies.
Corner. Yeah. I'm pondering what to do because I've got some nice softies in other tank and a big cabbage coral in main tank. I'm going to ponder putting all of them in one tank, so I've got them all together.
I can't tell from the video, but I can't see the tentacles. Are they just little short ones? Or are they
on what we're looking at, Jim?
The toadstools?
Yeah, sure. They're only short on that one.
Yeah. Okay. Now I see them. Yeah, looks nice though.
It's an unusual one because it's got green tips and then the rest of it's just your normal brownie colour. But it's same as the bubble coral. I don't know if you can see it. But the second one back, that's one Drippy gave me, and that's got beautiful yellows in it. but it's purple, and then we've got my Deshi, which has finally started to colour up. It's been 3 years it was bleached, and now it's coming back around into a decent colour.
What is that substrate? Looks like a freshwater like neon fish tank substrate.
It can oh shit, I've done it again. It is, to be honest, it's a quartz, black quartz sand. Now it's designed for fresh water, but I've had it in big tank for years, and I just prefer the black to the white sand. It pops better. Makes all
But it has
colours.
it has a little bit of colored ones in there too.
Oh no, that's just broken bits of crap that's got in, or bits
Oh,
of sand
okay.
that's been taken over when I've moved stuff about. So you know what it's like when you pull rock out of one tank, it always has sand
Yeah.
stuck to the bottom. But there's some really nice fluffy mushrooms in there as well.
Oh yeah, that's a big fucker.
I absolutely love green fuzzy mushrooms. The shop tank here is just covered in them. I love it.
Well, those are really unusual, and then there's that one there, which is like purple tipped but with a green centre, which is really nice. And then we've got your standard greens there. I think that might be a Tonga, but I'm not 100% sure. A red one. More green ones there. My oldest coral there at back, which is my Pavona. I've had that since the size of my thumbnail. It's one of the things that's lasted all the time. And we've got me Wilson Eye that I bought last week.
Cool.
Which is really, really nice.
It's all looking
bagging
really
at
good.
35 quid. You what, bud?
It's all looking really good.
It's not bad considering I dose fucking 50 ml of lanthium, is it? Oh, apparently you can't dose lanthium when you've got clams. So I've been told. So, well, I find that a bit of a lie. You can see my
It's the same thing with fish too. You just have to make sure it doesn't leach or get into the water.
Well, I was talking to Reddy a while back, who's the guy that does all the pelt line for Focustronic, and he says what you find with clams is they adjust to virtually everything. So don't worry about lanthium and don't worry about a lot of things. He says they just work the way around it. But I've still no idea why I lost the two that I lost, and when Rob lost his as well. It's just a weird thing. I just don't get it, but it's one of them. Oh, bastards, I've knocked one of hammers out. Just give me a second. You don't look at tanks, you don't want to disturb anything before the tour.
What's happened?
I think he's flicking his hammers to get them to come out. The hammers
what
didn't come out.
The fish have knocked.
And his nipples.
He's scolding them. He's doing a nipple dip.
Yeah, that's what it is. No, I've got frag rocks that have fishes in, so. See what they've done is one of the fishes knocked this out. You see that?
One of those cartoons where, like, you know, you see the big hand come in from outside.
Watch out for that damsel, Lee.
It's a little shit.
He didn't look scared of you.
Oh, the only fish I'm scared of in my tank is I've got some regal damsels in big tank, and they attack every time I go anywhere near it. These and the blue ones aren't so bad, the spring eyes.
Why don't you have any chromies in that tank?
Why do you think, Jim?
Before the tanks, or he murdered them all.
Can't stand chromies. I only have the ones in the big tanks that came in tank rates, and I promised the people I'd look after them until they died. Unfortunately, they're not dying.
Unfortunately, Jesus.
They will live forever.
Yeah. Well, every time I've bought chromies myself, they've always died within a few months from, you'd buy 20 of them, and you've got, then at the end of 2 months, you've got one big one. But for some reason, these don't seem to be doing that. So if you look, up there. You can see them all swimming about.
Finally did something right with them.
Well, apparently I'm breeding them according to Steve. So yeah, so that's that tank. Is there any questions or anyone want to know anything about it before we?
Just what else have you got running on there? Have you got is there a UV on that like entire system with?
Yeah. I've got a Tropical Marine Center 110 watt Triton. Titanium that runs from the main tank that supports these two. I've also got a second one which needs plumbing back on because in September I had a leak and I've never got around to fucking fixing it. So, pardon my French. But yeah, there's a UV
Wait,
on
what?
mains.
Oh, so that's the UV that leaked?
Yeah. So that'd take it back up to 220 watt UV on system. These two tanks are getting run off of an L2. The main tanks run off me a Biz. What else is down there? I've no reactors. Got a Royal Exclusive Bubble King 180. Bubble King Mini 180 as an ozone generator. And then I've got a Deltec 2060 external running the whole system. So the skimmers running all three tanks.
What ozone unit do you use and how long do you run it?
It's run 24/7 at full tilt, and it's the Aquamedic 300.
Okay.
But I have got, if you remember from my previous tank tour, I've got them big industrial units to put on. Same again, it's on list. I haven't got right doing it yet.
I'm so jealous in America that they get those Ozatec units with the self-drying
Oh God, yeah.
stuff. They're amazing.
They're not cheap. They're like $1,000 for the baby one.
Yep. So how do you control your ORP with your Apex?
Yeah, it's all run off of that. If it hits above 450, it shuts off, but it's never above 380. At the minute, it's at 374. I'm lucky if it ever touches 400.
Okay, that's interesting.
But obviously, to be honest, my ozone generator needs stripping and cleaning as well, but it's on the list of things to do.
How accurate do you think that Neptune ORP probe is?
Not very. If I'm brutally honest. The thing is with ARP, getting them to get a decent, accurate probe, you're talking like 2-3K. So the one from Apex at £149 ain't ever going to be that good. It's same as anything in the hobby.
I mean,
go on, sorry.
You could get you one from AliExpress.
Yeah, for £1.50.
You know.
But as Rob can back up here, when it comes to medical industry compared to what we get, the cost for their stuff is far superior to ours. Oh, it would do if Rob were there, but he's not there, is he?
He has fucked off, yes.
Yeah. For a big acorn, I don't notice that.
It's a very big acorn.
Maybe it's a walnut coming out of it. Anyway.
Yeah, I totally agree with you on that side of things. I think after talking to Dong, he was saying, if you want a salinity probe that can give you even close to accurate, you're talking $3,000-4,000 or something, he said.
Yeah. It's just...
So, yeah.
Change.
When you look at things like that, it's like... It's even down at testing. I think it was Mettler that one about it on one of his. For us to get accurate testing, it's got to be like ICP and such, like compared to shit that we get through hobby, which is okay. It gives us the trends that we need, but it's nowhere near that kind of quality.
Yeah, they also say that every single time you use a medical grade probe or test or something, you calibrate it every single time. I mean, it makes sense, obviously, but that's not practical for most of us.
No, not at all. Well, I can't. At the moment, I can't calibrate the pH probe on my main system. Well, I need to replace it because I've got a brand new one to go on it. But trying to get the wiring through and doing that, and it's just same again. It's more stress.
Yeah.
So I just follow the trend. As long as it doesn't drop too much, I'll check it every couple of weeks, and it seems fine. So
yeah. So you are seeing your ORP fluctuate.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So the probe is measuring lower and higher.
Oh yeah, it's working, but how accurate it is a different thing. You know.
Yeah, absolutely.
I won't
Like
put money
anything,
on
can
it.
it?
You what, Dave?
I was going to say it's like anything, really, isn't it? You know,
Hmm.
as long as you see a trend, you're okay generally.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I suppose the 450 that you shut it off at, that's somewhat conservative, assuming that it might actually be slightly higher than its reading.
Or lower. For me, if I can smell it, I know there's an issue.
Absolutely.
And only time I smell it is when the skim locker shuts off the skimmer that runs it.
Yeah.
And you only notice it when you're in the cellar.
I can always smell it.
Yeah.
Do you get
Mine-
an instant headache when you take a whiff? I mean, I get an instant pain behind my eyes the second I sniff it.
It clears
No.
my nostrils, I'll say that. What about you, Zach? Do you get headache from it?
No headache. I just shut mine off because I'm not trusting the probes.
Hmm.
I'm running it 24/7, and my ORP is always staying the same, and I always smell it. So something I'm doing wrong.
I know Metley said the atomic lab probes are supposed to be really good. Now, you better get them, Zach. We can't get them in the UK. But for pH and for ARP, for the Apex, they're supposed to be a lot better than the standard Apex ones.
Yeah, I did watch a video about that, and it is a direct connection to it.
As long as it's a Bennett connection, they should be fine anyway.
So you're using ozone literally just for clarity, I guess.
A bit of both, really, because when we're having levers, it also breaks down all toxins that they kick out instead of using carbon.
Fair enough.
Which is another reason for running it, plus clarity, and it also helps with fish disease as well. The only issue with it, with ozone, is if you run ozone, it's very good at killing the disease, but it's also, how can I put it? When you cut yourself open, you get a bacteria level on it, bacteria skin. That's what starts thickening off. Ozone breaks that down. So even though it's good for injuries for fish take longer to heal because the bacteria that rebuilds the skin can't build up. I don't know if bacteria is the appropriate word, but you get what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
Hopefully. So the healing process takes longer when you're running ozone. And I've noticed if I shut it off, fins get better quicker and such like. And I remember, I can't remember it one now. I remember seeing funny enough, a YouTube video about it and them going on about that and how it affects the healing process and such. But for clarity and stuff like that you get from it, it's definitely worth running it.
Oh, the water clarity is insane, especially in longer tanks. The difference is bonkers.
There was a video on Dan's Tidal Gardens, and he had tanks on side by side and was just shooting down the middle of them. And to see a long tank next to another, sort of these must be 6-7 foot systems, one running ozone and the other not. The difference is night and day.
Yeah.
It's incredible, which gives you higher power as well. The penetration of your lights. I definitely found a difference.
Sorry to sound dumb with it. What's the dangers with it if you were to run it?
It's not very good for your health. Apparently, it can cause cancer.
Oh, fantastic.
And it can kill your fish if you have too much oxygen, because it splits the oxygen molecules. And if there's too much of that, too much oxygen in water, your fish suffocate basically, and it'll burn the gills. So, let's say you're dosing polylab medic. That's basically hydrogen peroxide in powder format. Now, when you're dosing that, you've got to turn off your ozone and your UV, because what it does is it raises the ARP to get rid of the parasites in the water. So when your ARP level gets too high, it breaks down. How can I put it? Sorry, I'm losing 40 because I'm knackered. It can create too much oxygen in water, then burn gills and kill fish. It's not a very pleasant thing to have in your system, and it is quite dangerous if you overdose it. If you run it gently, like most people only run it a few hours during night for clarity, and that's perfectly fine. If you've got a huge system like I have, it's not so bad, but once it's in atmosphere, it can cause you problems and it stinks, and like Ron gets a migraine from it straight away.
Yeah, it's horrendous.
Me,
My
you don't.
parents have rentals, apartment rentals, and when someone moves out, they have those big. You walk them in; they're the big ozonators.
Yeah, clear all bacteria out of water.
Try to get the stink out of the air in the apartment, and then you're not supposed to go in while it's running. You have to like let it clear out.
It's one of them. There's dangers in everything in this hobby. It's just a matter of if you've got common sense, like with ozone, if you can smell it, turn it off or turn it down. It's just common sense more than all. But yeah, there's dangers with it, Dave. Sorry.
Will it make me grow?
Unfortunately not. It more stunt you than all else.
For fuck's sake. Anything's worth a try at this rate, 36 going on fucking 4 foot.
Have you tried sleeping in the grow bag?
I've tried that. Hung myself upside down. My penis has grown, but
yay!
I thought it's because your legs got shorter.
That's all that tugging. That's why.
We almost got through 20 minutes of just reef talk there.
I had to lighten it up. Sorry.
Yeah.
Always got to have a penis joke in every 20 minutes or so.
I think it's obligatory, isn't it?
Definitely.
It's the law.
Okay, Lee, let's see the next one.
Right, this is going to be fun because I've got to work out how to move everything over. So that's
Do not trip and throw your laptop through the fucking tank.
Oh.
Tanks are too high up. It's not that, it's the microphone that's going to be the problem. Sorry about this, people. 2 seconds. I can't hear you now, so.
Lee's Tang was scratching.
I saw it. The convict.
Must be too much ozone. It's getting itchy.
Fuck's sake. We're so supportive.
Yeah, what was
Too
it?
much
We
life in
all
them.
questioned how much phosphate RX or lanthanum he was dosing. And he's like, no, it's fine. I've done this all the time. And then fucking shit dies. Now we're questioning ozone. Oh, no, it's fine. I run it 24/7. Never had a problem. Tank tour.
Chances are the actual ozone generator is probably needing a good clean. So when you do give it a clean and refresh it, Lee, you better be careful.
How do you clean one?
You just take the screws off the front where what do they call it? Oh, there's a term for the little thing that actually generates the ozone. It's not a ray, it's anyway. And you open it up, there's just a plate in there, a metal plate, and you just give it a clean.
Okay.
So I saw a video in regards to it recently with someone doing a water change, which has ozone running all the time, and the water was like turquoise. It's like, surely that ain't fucking right.
That doesn't sound right at all.
Someone said, how much ozone are you running? He's like, yeah, I run it 24/7. He's like, I'd switch that fucking off, guys. Just looked a bit strange in a white bucket, new water versus water coming out, and it was like turquoise.
Lee, can you put some of your water in a white bucket?
What, right now? No. I ain't got any white buckets, mate.
That's a bit grumpy.
All my buckets are purple because I've sacrificed ones.
Sponsorship, yeah.
Of course.
Right, let me just get. Can we all see the tank, okay?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Looks turquoise.
Look, I'll go get my fucking thing. 2 seconds.
That's what he said 2 minutes ago.
Wow, is that a Euripal?
Lee's got a Yerpal?
Yeah, look at it in the corner. No, it's a Scopus.
I was going to say Scopus, yeah.
It's going to drive me fucking nuts what that partner and ozone generator's called. Oh, man, I'm going to have to go.
Are you sure it's not called Nuray?
No.
That clownfish looks like it's going to fucking murder Lee's hand.
What was that?
I said that clownfish looks like it's going to murder your hand.
He's all right. His missus who passed away, she was arsehole. She wouldn't always snack me. Oh, hi.
Corona discharge.
That's it. Well done. Corona
I had to look it
discharge.
up. I didn't remember.
That needs cleaned. Yes.
Yeah. Right. So here we have my Cade, which is what I call my feral tank.
Did you say feral?
Yeah.
How big is it, Lee?
It is 3 foot by 3 foot by 18.
Is that a wig over the far right-hand corner, just in the bottom of the tank, leaning against the glass?
A what?
A wig.
Rodney wig.
Looks like a Rodney wig.
No.
Moving on.
Which are you on about? I don't fucking know. Sorry. I'm not 100% sure which side you meant, Ron, to be fair.
Sorry, just on the right-hand side of the tank, you've got a coral leaning up against the glass, but it was so blurry at one point, it looked like just like a wig had fallen in.
All right, sorry. My apologies.
Toupee.
So
Merkin.
Fuck's sake, John.
So there's my orange shoulder. My remaining storm, unfortunately, lost his partner a while back. There's 4 Springer damsels in here. Obviously, an orange shoulder. There's a hybrid Scopos or a yellow Scopos hiding because she's very shy. Yellowtail tamarin. I think that's it. Fish-wise, you can just see her hiding in all there. That's just coming out now.
Oh, there she is.
Really, really pretty fish. That came from AAC a couple of years back. But as I say, this is my feral tank. This is where I had my Achilles, which passed. Now, this we're running on its own UV, but it's still a part of that main system. It's got 2 Nero 5s on it. We've got XR30 Blue Gen 6 and 2 A80 Kessels on there for extra light. Same again with these. He's due to go in the big tank in the next couple of weeks. That was my brown and orange Lobo, which ain't too happy. It's getting better now. That's one of my remaining Lobos. That all the top end of it died. I put it in here and it started coming back. Also got, you can see leather at back there. There's also a fistful of something over. It's called Chalice. Then Turbinera.
Dollars.
That's the one, yeah. Cheers. Some random SPS, some beautiful orange mushrooms. Quite a lot.
What's that there, Lee? That orange and bluey thing.
That thing.
Just down a little bit. That.
I can't remember what it's called.
Is it a moon coral or flute? Moon flute?
It could be. It's very fleshy. It's actually stung that leather and that leather because I'd moved stuff about and it had caught on. Well, that's grown massively.
It looks a wee bit like a goniastria.
Could be. I can't remember what it is. I've had it ages.
Yeah, it's nice colours, nice contrast.
It is beautiful, and it's grown loads since I got it. Originally, it only just fit on top of that. It's on them top caps you get with Red Sea AB+.
Yes.
It's on one of them, and it just fit on it originally.
The wee measuring cup.
Yeah. It's full of coralline algae. And then we've got, obviously, the last of my scollies.
That looks badass.
Beautiful.
It is lovely. It's just a shame it's on one left because I had mushrooms attack it. I had a bleeding apple one which had gold flecks in it, which was beautiful. And a Superman mushroom, one of them, reverse Supermans, landed on top of it and killed it. Because that's what corals do. And we've got a a very small Suzy Quattro mushroom there, and my little acorn. But yeah, that's a really nice bit. Nice thing. Now this is sulking because it's been stung by that lot. I need to move stuff about, but that's me. Look, the long tentacle one that I keep showing pictures of. That's that. Obviously got firework polyps, clove polyps there. All this black was my Hollywood stunner, which died when I had a bacteria infection in my tank, which was a shame. Then we've got some fancy little mushrooms, and there's plenty of GSP in here. Does
I
anyone
like
want?
the substrate. Would you got like a 1/4 inch of big gravel in there?
It's
Aragonite?
crap. I hate it. TMC brought out a crushed shell coral sand, that's what it is, and it's horrible. But
Oh, I like it.
yeah, I'm not a fan. This is getting stripped and redone eventually, and I'll be getting black sand in it like the rest. There's a nice little hammer garden. Some really weird mushrooms. Now me thing is sulking at the minute. Me gongonia. Now originally that's from David Saxby's tank, or the bloke who sold me it allegedly says it was. Whether it is or not, I don't know.
Not happy.
Yeah, it's not happy because when I came down, it was hanging out. It wasn't on deck, so I put it back in. So it's
Hey!
Hey.
yeah.
Oi, oi.
We all thought it.
Yeah. I was just waiting for someone to say something.
Oh,
But yeah, there's some unusual little levers in here. I'm pissed that that's sulking.
would you let your two clowns live together? I know I lost my female and my friend lost his male, so he brought me his female and it now lives with my male.
Well, I had a female with him. It works. I had two Da Vinci's in here. I had a pair of them. Now, female died a while back. So, and then the female Da Vinci died. So I put them together. And then the Da Vinci died as well. So it's one of them. It's like, do I put him in there or do I get him a new mate and him a new mate? You know what I mean? It's one of them. I am tempted to put him in there to see if he'll host with clowns, but I'm just worried that little orange one will kick shit out of him.
Could you maybe acclimation box it once the Selvin's out, Lee? Try that.
I don't even need to. I've got plenty of acclimation boxes. It's just, I don't know. You see, with clowns, it won't make much difference with them two because it won't leave them anyway. It never leaves the nem, so it'll be if he goes towards nem, then that's when the problem will start.
I like defending territory sort of thing.
Yeah. Surprisingly, some green pallies there. Yeah, actually, really nice. They don't show colour up properly.
It's mad you still got all of those after what you've been through.
It was my own stupid fault. So I can't, you know what I mean? If you have a pet tiger and it bites your arm off, it's your own fault for having a pet fucking tiger, isn't it?
Or get rid of it.
Yeah. Make a scarf out of it or something.
But yeah, it was my own fault for not paying attention and not watching what we're doing. So, I can't blame Cole for that.
Looks like a low flow environment, but peaceful. It looks like everything's enjoying it.
Yeah, it's all pretty chill. The wave makers, I say, there's a pair of Nero Freeze on there, and they're only set at about 35-40%. It's just things that are like me, scollies and stuff like that. Stuff that like low flow. It's like I can't believe how well they're doing the air cans because that was just one head left from a tank break, and I really like them, so I want to move them into Waterbox eventually for better light.
I love A-cans.
I do. It's just when you decide to frag yours, I'll be definitely interested in some of them. Go on.
Yeah, it's they're growing really well. I am so focused on not letting the whole load go and then having a disaster, and then because I can't get them anymore, so I want to try and split them across more than one system, and then I'll start thinking about properly propagating and letting them go.
You can't get them anymore?
No, they're we can't import them.
Well,
Because they can go into your canals and spread.
No. The actual collection. There was a ban.
Only when there's a festival on.
Can you guys get E-cans over there easily enough?
Yeah, simple. A dime a dozen.
We're not allowed to import them into the UK at the moment.
Dang.
How do you frag A-cans?
Very, very slowly and carefully, and then it takes forever for them to multiply and heal. I can't believe how cheap they've been. I mean, I know they're not now, right? But I think there's a reason for it. They are worth quite a lot of money. It's crazy. People will pay like 95, 100, and 250 quid for half an inch of an Acropora that are reasonably easy to just cut and propagate, and then you get an A-can for 40 quid, and it's like, what?
You have to bring a band tool down and cut mine up. I ain't got a clue.
I'll bring mine down with me when we come to finish. Tough tree.
We're going to do it live.
Yeah. I want to cut that, to be honest. The big Lobo. So I can get rid of that dark bit on top and start it growing properly again. But I'm the same as Ron. If I cut it and fuck it, you know what I mean?
I love Lobos. I've got a big Lobo. It's I'm never fragging it. It's just mine for me to enjoy.
Well, I only want to frag that to get rid of all the black shit off the top.
Yeah.
Because that were, I got it with 2 heads when I worked at Odyssey, and it were half dead. And I've had it 6 years now. So when I lost all Lobos, that bacteria problem I had, I was devastated. But when that started going, because it had been with me through all sorts, it and bubble tip Nem did that. Nem were attacking it, and it just every time I pulled Nem away, one of the tentacles came off, and it ate tentacle. Weird.
The biggest win for me with Lobos is just lower light. The lower I put it and the further away from light, the better, puffier, and more it grew.
Yeah. It's just there out away for a minute, but I know it's right under light, but it seems to do really well there.
Target feeding worked really well for me with my Lobo as well.
Yeah.
Ron, you feed your LPS like pellets and stuff, don't you? I think I saw a video.
Yep. A pipe to just direct to each individual mouth.
Yeah.
Works really well.
What? And then you just shoo your fish away for a while they eat it?
No, I feed the fish first, and I feed them quite well, and then I start doing the corals, and they completely leave them alone.
I just thought it's some air algae. The right tiny little clump there.
Well, you'll probably have to rip the tank apart.
Oh, Tim missed a bit. Slapping.
5 litres of hydrogen peroxide, isn't it?
Yes. 5 litres.
I need to get a little stripey for in here, and I'll get rid of all these little. There's quite a few Aptasias in here.
Harry will be ready to get rid of his in about 2 weeks.
But long.
Yeah, that's it. It'll be a bit too big for in here. But I'm looking forward to getting the orange shoulder in big tank.
How will you catch them?
There's these funny things that we get in UK called nets, and what I'll do is I'll use one.
Don't lie, Lee. Fucking Henry Hoover in it.
I'll trip tank to do it anyway. Now the Rockscape, it's 3 pieces, so all this top section here comes away in one go. It's a custom scape that my mate had done, and I ended up with it when he salt tank. So you can't really see, but in that gap there, that's where it joins in.
I'm with Zach. I think there's something really, really nice about a low flow tank. So obviously I sit in this office all day, every day with this tank with 4 MP40s on it, and it's like fucking ripping flow all day. See, he's just seen all those big, puffy, fleshy corals just bobbing around. I quite like that.
See, what I like is, let me just pop this down a second. I like this look. Where you can, I just lost my lens. When this extends, it looks like a, can you see me finger? Oh, my fingers in there. When this one extends, it looks like a torch. Now, you'll have all seen it when I've posted pictures and videos of it, and tentacles are like that long. But watching this with, daft it may seem, the Xenia pulsating, it just looks phenomenal. There's my yellowtail tamarin just come out to say hello. And disappeared.
I like Xenia. I think, obviously it's a pest coral to a degree, but it's a great coral.
Yeah, I love it, mate. It's one of my favourites, and it's really good for getting rid of nitrate.
It's a badass seller. We sell so much of it, and it just grows right back. You never know. It's so nice.
I can't keep it. It just absolutely withers away straight away.
Same here. I can't keep zoas either, though.
Certain ones. Certain zoas for me.
System for stuff like this. It's just my acro system. I can't grow stuff like that in it.
Systems are too clean. That's a good thing about having high phosphate and that. Stuff like this thrive in it.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, I wouldn't say my phosphate's too low, though, for Xenia, but as soon as I put it in there, give it 2 days, it would wither away and melt. Gone.
Yeah, I had a lovely bit of Suspicularia as well, and it just withered away as well. The blue one. It was gorgeous.
Oh, yeah.
My local mouldy fuck bunker, that's got a display tank with Xenia on the back wall. It's something just so natural about it. It looks wicked.
Yeah,
best thing about their shop, to be honest with you.
When I first got into the hobby, I bought an ozone unit off a guy in Sheffield, and he had a 4-foot tank, and all it was Xenia. That's all that were in it. And I was blown away. I was like, oh wow, that looks amazing. And I always think back to it because it did look really impressive. You can see my yellowtail tamarin's out and about now.
What was that? Was that pellets?
Yeah. I've got frozen food to feed them, but I didn't want to feed them until after live because they make water up. You can see little damsels. There it is. The Springer eyes are superb for getting rid of pests. I have them in all tanks. I think I've got 4 in big tank, 4 Regal damsels as well, and I've got 4 in here. There's also my Pride and Joy, which is my little yellowtail tamarin when it comes out. There's also in here a possum wrasse as well. It was actually usually quite out and about a lot. But yeah, any questions, anyone?
Do you have heaters in both of these tanks and in the sump?
Funny enough, I have a heater in this one. Only because when I was setting it up, I put fresh water in it and needed to get it heated up. So there's a heater in this one. I don't put one in the other one because where they get fed from, the main heater in the main system's right by it. So you usually get heated water straight away. Okay. And then the main system has the main tank behind me is run off the inline heater. So there's a couple of heaters in Sump as well for these guys.
Do you have any form of backup?
Oh, yeah. Of course, yeah. I won't be. What kind of an idiot would I be to not to have a backup system on it?
So that's a no. So
yeah.
Is that something you're thinking about in the future?
It's on the list. It's on the to-do list. It's like at the moment, until I get these sumps linked in, whenever it shuts off, I lose 200 litres of water because it overflows the sump system downstairs.
Oh, shit. Okay, so if your returns go off, your water overflows.
Yeah, within seconds. Let's put it this way. If I'm sat in front room, I can't get to the cellar quick enough.
Right, so if you get a power cut, you lose 200 litres of water, power comes back on, the pump runs dry.
Well, because I've got decent pumps, they shut off and they slow down. So if it goes off, my abyss seems to slow down. So it'll keep it churning water through. So I can actually lose 200 litres of water and the system still run.
Ah, okay, so it doesn't run dry.
Yeah. All it does is my ATO has a fucking Benny. But
like a forced water change.
Yeah.
So you don't get that on those shit pumps that Dong uses, do you?
No. That's why I like
How
nubbies.
very dare you, Roberto?
You know, if a J-Cod had to deal with that, he'd shit himself and die.
Rob's just
fucking
been
wouldn't.
waiting for any
Oh, yeah.
excuse to fuck that right off.
The J-Cod
Yeah,
wouldn't restart, so you wouldn't burn it out. Okay?
It just fucking die with J-Cod.
Exactly.
Don't bite, Dave. Don't bite.
Safety feature.
Not becoming.
Yeah,
So, Lee, do you
don't
not
belittle
even
yourself.
have battery backup sort of like
I'll
any of your
fucking
power
defend
heads?
Dong.
What was that, Ron? Sorry.
I think Dave's fucking raging. Do you not even have like a battery backup for your like power heads or anything like that? Is
Yeah, I have on the big tank. I have 2 MP40s and a battery backup. On these ones, I haven't.
Okay, so you will get a bit of flow in your big DT.
Yeah.
Power goes down.
It's on the list. I want one of them boxes that Dave's got, but it's getting right to getting one.
Oh, the EcoFlow, brilliant.
Yeah.
So Lee, if you get your big sump hooked up and you only hook it up to your big tank, will your little sump still overflow with the 2 other tanks?
No, it should be fine.
Good.
The sump downstairs is designed for a 6-foot tank, but what I've got on here is 2 3-footers and a 6x3x2, so it is well over the limit of what it should be doing. But it's one of them, when you start building, you forget about stuff. But the intention is to have everything off the big sump. But which you haven't seen is I've got a Deltec twin calcium reactor yet to go on one of the systems if I split them. Or to go on standard system, I don't know yet. Also got gas canisters. CO2 there.
What else is down there?
There's all Apex stuff, the 3D stuff that I'm doing, and just to keep Jim happy, there's my dolls.
Is the CO2 there in case you get too much ozone? You just crank that open a bit.
Yeah, that's what they do. Go straight in a tank on a little airline.
So obviously this all runs from a sump downstairs, so you're going to have to show us the sump.
I can't today.
Come on.
Honestly, Ron, I'm on a. Let's have a look.
He's on a wire, isn't he?
Yeah.
Oh shit! So you are.
Yeah.
You need to
Plus the
join
cellar's
the,
occupied.
join the Zoom with your phone.
Last time I tried, it didn't work. Right, let me get back over to the desk.
Yeah, don't kill this feed just in case.
What is your new canopy made out of?
Cardboard.
The skin of horses.
Yep.
Looks like.
Dead trees.
This is meditate flesh.
Oh, cardboard from my sofa.
Sperm whale foreskins.
Get the penis joke in with fucking Darren.
That's in 20 minutes, yeah.
We just need a wee top up.
That's it.
Let's have a quick. No, see my big tank if you want.
It's looking good, Lee.
Hey Lee, did you ever get that black tank?
No, I ain't got a black tank. I've got a
Black fucking tank.
I thought you were
getting one.
I've got one on order. It's just a matter of finances, you know. We all have issues with money, you know. People think I'm minted, but I'm not. I'm actually on my ass.
Did I hear you talking about maybe getting an Achilles, Lee?
Maybe, yeah, I'm still waiting for Sean to get back to me on price. Right, so what we're doing?
How much do they go for these days, the killers?
5 and 6, depending on size.
About the black.
Black. I don't know how much they are retail, but last time I saw black at TMC were 7.5 plus VAT.
I think that's crazy money for just a pure black fish. Sorry, I
I totally agree, but the thing is, what most people don't see is when they're happy and they get the blue streak on them and stuff like that, and they're not just a black fish.
Yeah.
Right. See if we can get out of
Just turn your lights up, Brian. Is that what you got to do?
Lee, do you have to run multiple temperature probes per tank, or you
Yeah.
just go off of? Oh, you do.
I have one in each tank. Well, I tell a lie. I haven't got one in the water box just yet, but
One for each
I've got-
teacup.
Sorry. The Waterbox has a Reef factory one that I acquired from one at shops. It don't link to. I can't link internet at all, but it's just a visual. The main tank has an Apex one in, and if you look up there, there's a little display module which has temp on it and that lot. I've also got a separate one in both sets of sumps as well. So let's see if I can link on with Safari. Cannot open this page because the address isn't invalid.
That
What kind of temp?
That coffee mug looks like it's about to fall over.
Which one?
No, it's not. It's nowhere near.
There's one in a tub of fish food. There's one on the side of the couch. And
It's on a buffet.
You mean this one? my Lilo and Stitch one.
Ah.
I'm a huge fan of Lilo and Stitch. Not that many people know.
You've had plenty of stitches, haven't you?
Yeah.
Elsie, Lee likes Lilo and Stitch. Show him your bottle. Hold on, Lee.
I can't see because it's
Yeah, hold on. Oh. There we go.
Cool. I've got loads of Stitch stuff. My main cup is I have a big pint pot that's just Lilo and Stitch cup. I've got
you a picture, Lee.
I've got about 20 different teddies. There's one in cupboard. In fish cupboard.
What, a kid or a teddy?
Both.
Let's leave that alone, please.
It's just that. Right. Yeah. I can't link it to Zoom on phone because the Safari's been a pain in the ass. So let's just see if we can get onto Google.
You got the app installed, Zoom app.
That was a chick on your phone.
I was thinking, did something?
It's dating site that I'm on. I don't even know why I bother.
Leave that alone as well.
I'm on match.com, but I never bother.
Never match.
No. I always get really scary people like fucking clowns and shit, and it's like, I'm not interested. There was one lass and she looked like Sideshow Bob. Oh yeah, I really like your profile. I went, oh, thanks, bye.
Can I just ask, what's
challenging
what's
wank,
wrong
innit?
Right.
Micro nap.
Now, a tank tour with Lee having like 5 different cameras up and not remembering which ones are up, that would be
I am
nice.
really struggling to hear Jim. Jim, are you talking through like a pile of socks or something?
So I wanted to have headphones on like you guys.
Oh no, that's perfect.
So I look like a celebrity, but they're not really hooked up, and it just cuts off my mic.
Your mic.
I wanted to be like the celebrity YouTubers.
I'm hoping this is going to solve my phosphate problems.
It won't there.
That's a lot. Yeah. That'd be clever if it does it like that.
Yeah, well, I'm very clever.
What size is that, Lee?
It's they do
Baby
like
Dave one.
They do 3 sizes. They do medium, large, and fucking huge, and that's what that one is.
Go free diving in that, Dave.
Is that?
I could dive in it. Yeah,
Is
definitely.
that taller than you?
You are?
Is that taller than you?
Not quite.
I feel like it's like a big pipe in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, and a fat kid will just go shooting up it surrounded by chocolate.
Fucking hell.
It's just about the same height as Dave, to be fair.
That's crazy.
Hey, and Rob. We're fucking about here.
I think it's taller than Rob.
Obviously, if I'm kneeling.
That looks like it would suck.
Wrong
Stood on the step.
Looks like it would suck to empty and fill.
Yeah. That's why it's there, because I haven't got round to taking it in at cellar and taking it outside and washing it.
Have you ever fallen down the stairs on a live?
Not on a line.
Don't tempt it, Steve.
Do you normally block your stairs with random boxes, Lee?
Yeah. Where else do I put them?
It's to help stop the fall, you know.
breaks the fall on the way down.
So this is your new sump running on the left-hand side here.
Yeah, let me just light it up.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, dear.
Oh, no.
Has he just chucked his phone in the sump?
No, I there we are.
Oh. There we go.
He fell in.
Press the button. Right, so.
Bit close.
Whoa! Right.
Can you turn your phone landscape ways?
Give me.
There we go. Oh.
Right, so 3-foot refugium tank, which is where Steve Sailfin's going end of the day for a little while.
Another teacup.
Fill-in roller mat.
That's an interesting clarity you've got there.
Oh, it's built into some.
No, sorry, I meant the metal pipe.
Yeah, the acro with the clarity sticker on it.
It's specially built for a marine spec. Obviously, D&D mechanisms. They're brilliant.
It's a trace metal dosing.
And we've got skim locker down there. TMC, lots of saltcrete. Nature's glue, as we all know.
Nice.
The other glue, yeah.
Yeah.
There's the TMC.
Broken electrical bits.
And I've got a built-in clarity at Sump, which doesn't seem to work right. It's bleeping at me now, so we'll just...
Do we reset?
Yep. So, controller for the Bubble King skimmer. Oh, my arrows, well, that needs topping up. Inline meter.
Good job you went down there.
All these used to be super neat and tidy, but I need to get it redone. But all my dosing lines, they go upstairs up to big tank. They dose all tanks.
I take it you had a plan and it was all organised, and then you add things on and stuff goes on top of stuff. And it's totally inevitable.
Mm. So 2060 external skimmer with built-in net cleaner and washer.
Lee, did you say the traces that you're dosing? Did you say those hoses go up to the DT?
Yeah. All the dosing heads are in the controls, on the control board in the DT upstairs. So they go. Well, actually, those are the lines that come down.
They're dosing into the sump, aren't they?
So you're dosing from below the actual DT downstairs into the sump.
Yeah.
I imagine the length of that hose means that you can empty one of those elements bottles
quite easily, yeah.
Before it's actually reached
just by priming.
Yeah. Definitely. It's, I think, 350 mil last time to empty one.
Well, that's what's in the tube.
Sorry?
What, the tube holds 350 mil?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Fucking hell.
Yeah. To get them running, to prime them, it takes fucking ages.
It's like 3 days worth of lanthanum.
Yeah. Well, funny enough, speaking of lanthanum, you look at the... that's where my lanthanum goes in.
Well, you dose it into there. Well, that's where you mix it. You dose it in there.
Into roller mat, so it hits that roller mat there, then hits that one there.
Yeah.
So chances of it actually getting in the display.
Oh, so you're running your water through two roller mats?
Double, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, so you wipe your bum twice?
Oh.
Yeah.
Double protection.
He is going to say
I've got another one there to add on to it.
Double wrap.
We all know of slag you've got to use double protection on.
Fuck's sake.
Just get a bidet.
That's a lovely thing to say.
Wasn't it?
And they say chivalry's dead.
Yeah. Smooth talking bastard.
Oh, yeah.
What's her name, Dave?
Can't be saying that live, mate. No.
Why aren't you dosing? Why aren't you dosing into your sump? Why do you have those tubes going all the way up to the tanks?
What do you mean?
He has dosing
coming
into his
down.
sump, Jim. They're coming down from... So he's got his dosing containers and dosers under the DT, and then they run downstairs into the sump.
Yeah.
Whatever you do,
Then why
don't
not just
disconnect
dose
one.
them into the tank?
Yeah, if you break that seal from one of your dosers and that line unloads, that's what 350 ml of whatever's in the pipe.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Well, you could just not
That's
dose
Russian
for
roulette.
days.
That's fucking Russian roulette right
I'm
there.
surprised you don't put your doses down there in your sump. Not in your sump, but
Oh,
by your sump.
Yeah, so your head unit for your Apex is upstairs underneath your tank, isn't it? So if you got long Aquabus and one link cables, I suppose you could run them downstairs and then your dosers could sit just above your sump.
You mean like that there?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, but it don't look as nice, does it? It looks back on control.
Quite a basic. It's quite a basic system, isn't it? Really.
Yeah.
So take me through this. The water's coming down and going into that tank up the top left, going through your roller filter, then coming across into another roller filter, and then it gets hit by your skimmer, yeah?
Yeah.
So
Which is actually the ozone reactor anyway.
Ah, okay. And then your main skimmer is external?
That one there.
Okay, got you.
Yeah, I know it needs a clean.
Lee, you need to change something there, mate. I see a problem. Look at the bottom of your skimmer, which actually skims. That needs to change to an Aquaforest bucket, mate. Sponsorship will not be happy.
It's funny, I didn't have an Aquaforest bucket then.
Yeah, get one now.
Yeah.
You must be overdue a pallet from them, Lee, no?
I'm waiting for it to come. I'm due one any time.
Because you must have ripped through the salt, because you had that accident just after you got the bucket, didn't you?
Yeah. Well, I've only just started using that because I still keep using TMC for the minute because I use it's every 3 weeks I need a new bag of salt. That's if I don't have any incidents. So there's another TMC UV there. That's the one that popped because that were mounted up there originally.
I'd be dying to get that big sump online. I think that's going to be a game changer for you.
I am. A lot of it is just space doing it because I don't like working in tight areas, and it's as you can see,
That's not what I've heard.
Once I move all that crap there, I can get to that side of the tank where I want to mount it. But the thing is, if I split the systems, it's just a matter of linking that pipe there to that, which is the drain, and then that is the new return. So that'd be the big tank. But before I can do that, I've got to dismantle all this, change that pipe there. Now, me and my foresight never thought that putting a non-return valve in that position was going to cause me an issue. I can't undo that and drain the water out on my own. I need someone to hold a bucket under it while I slacken that off. So I'd need, under that union, someone holding a bucket so I can slacken it off, drain the water from the return, and then change this pipe, that there, all that section, because I've got one that goes straight down into the sump and all the way back up so I can run a separate pump. Once I've changed that over, I can then dismantle this lot, fit that over there to that pipe system, and I can have the big sumps running the big tank and then this sump running the little tanks.
So is that big main pipe coming from that new sump, is that 40 mil?
Yeah.
So where would you have to drill?
I'd have to drill out, mate. It's all ready.
What?
He doesn't have to drill. That's what he said.
No,
I thought you said you had to drill if you would have made them all one.
No, if I make them all one, what I've got to do is at this end of the sump, I'd have to put 250 mil bulkheads in there, run the pipe out, down through the table, across, and then into that sump there.
So you can't rerun your PVC to drain straight into your new sump from the other two tanks?
Yeah, I could, but then I'd lose
There's the sump.
the roller. I'd lose one of the rollers. Now, I've got two of the fellings now to sort that problem, but I'm still umming and ahhing because we're having the calcium reactor. I could run one system on calcium reactor because it's only good enough for 1,000 litres.
So the sump that's 4 times the size of that, you can't slowly move that gear from that little one over to the big one and then just
but
decommission?
it looks really nice.
You want to keep using it, Sam? Is that what you're saying?
I kind of do,
the
yeah.
acrylic one.
It's a nice little setup and walt pipes and that. Once I finish tidying anything up, be all right.
When you first did your tank tour like a year ago or whatever it was, I thought the whole plan was to decommission that sump.
It was, and then I changed my mind.
Well,
you couldn't fit that over the top of the other sumps on the other side of the wall, will it not?
No,
Is there not enough room?
No.
Okay.
I've already thought that because I've got another one of these upstairs.
Because you could have just drilled the bottom, couldn't you? And it would have emptied straight into it.
So you've got another one of those sumps just sitting doing nothing.
Yeah.
As you do.
Where's that?
It's upstairs. The only difference is it don't have the roller.
So if you put that sump in between the two that you have running, you would probably need less pipe work to connect the two.
Maybe.
You just connect.
Got the second one to link it with this one to solve the problem, but I never thought of the logistics of it. Now the logistics would be it'd have to go into this little room here. Now it's not long enough for it to fit the sump and be able to get in and out of the little room. So it kind of.
What if you put it on top of the other one?
No, because then it won't work. They've got to be on the same height to even out the water level. Otherwise, it'll just overfill it again.
What about if you have a word with your neighbour and ask if you can knock through into his basement?
Well, I can't. Well, he's my landlord, so he's like, I can't really, can I?
You can ask.
He
might not use his.
Have you thought at any point, Lee, if this, I'm not trying to be negative, if this project has got so big and so complicated, it might be easier to rip out and start again?
Yeah, I see your point. And
I wouldn't want to take that on, I'll be honest.
You are right, but a lot of it's just because. What have I just stood on? Is there else anyone wants to ask while we're down here before I disappear back upstairs?
Is that big sump not connected to anything right now?
No, it's just running itself.
Oh, you've got so much nice rock in there, Lee. I'm so jealous. That looks amazing.
Yeah,
that's all Tom. Well, it was Tom's rock, but I ended up buying it back off him.
That looks I mean, the other end looks full of life.
Yeah, what is that sump filtering right now? You've got all that. Is there fish? Are there fish in there?
There was. I hadn't seen it for a while. There was a mono angel in here, but I haven't seen it for ages. But yeah, there's some nice levers in there. Some nice mushrooms. And I say you can see bubble tips.
So that just turned into like a 200-gallon tank instead of a sump.
Yeah.
Bubble tips all on the outside of the basket.
Yeah. They were meant to stay in basket, but obviously they didn't because they're wankers.
Lee, if you end up running the sumps how you want to run them, is that going to free up some equipment to make it run a bit more efficient, so it's not costing as much in electric?
I've just got an electric bill for $6,500, so I'm not really not fucking bothered.
Is that a joke?
I wish it fucking was. I think I've been quieter lately.
Is that for the month?
They're fucked up on my billing, so I've now got that to sort out.
How much?
£6,727.
Holy crap!
Did they not bill you for like 7 months?
You'd think that way, wouldn't you? But I'm in discussions with them about it. So
that can't. If that's going to be monthly, like you got to shut down some of these.
Oh, that needs testing, don't it? That needs checking.
Lee, do you know roughly what is your household electric monthly? Do you know roughly what that is? Is it sort of like silly money?
Silly money. We're £600-700 a month.
Okay. Yeah.
Just for electricity.
Yeah, electricity. Well, that's both of them. Electricity and gas added.
Yeah, it's about mine $650.
Is that L2s you're running and they are powering all the way upstairs?
No, the L2 is just blanked off. If you follow the pipe.
Okay, so it is ready to go though.
Yeah. All that, as I say, it just needs that
There's
pipe.
a gap there, Ron.
Fucking periscope.
Oop.
I was going to say, don't fucking switch that on. Jesus Christ.
I've done that before now.
Yeah,
It's water everywhere. put through one while it was on full tilt, like a dickhead, thinking I turned it off. So that pipe there just needs linking to that pipe there. But as I say, I can't take that off unless I've got some near a bucket to drain it.
Lee, Tom owes you enough favours. I know he's not the brightest spark, but surely he can hold a bucket underneath the pipe work for you.
I know, it's one of them, it's having someone here when I'm ready to do it myself.
Get Tim a bottle of Malibu and get Tom round there and Tim to hold a bucket and get Tim on it with you.
Yeah, you can just see in there the L2, which is quite mucky. That's the L2 that's running the 2 tanks. That's the one that's pumping upstairs. That's my Abyss 200. So that's supplying the main tank. And then I've got, at the moment, because the pipe work's blocked on that and I ain't got around sorting it out, I've got a hose, that grey hose, brown hose there, that you can just see going down. Goes down, up, and then draining it there. So that's draining that system out into there because I had time to get around to sorting it out.
Are you going to move that Abyss over to the big sump and use that to fill the display? Yeah.
What it's going to have is, when I move the Abyss out of there, it's going over to that one. This piece is getting replaced, and the split pipe here, where are we? There, that's the split pipe for the 2 tanks upstairs. That's all going to go into there and be run off me Abyss A100. All the way up to this bit here.
Tell you what, my fucking anxiety is through the roof.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to sleep at night.
It's one of them, you get used to it and you understand the system well enough to know what the problems are if it's going to be a problem.
It's a very busy basement, Lee.
Yeah.
That's what it sort of looks like. But I know you probably know exactly where everything goes, what it does, and
it was a lot neater. And then I had an issue with Apex and everything got pulled out. But yeah, some nice rock in there for you, Ron, if you ever need any.
That looks amazing.
Where's that from originally? Do you know?
It's all oh fucking hell. It's all Carib Sea, unfortunately.
I was Carib Sea.
Yeah, but there's Carib Sea and TMC in there.
I'll have some, Lee.
You what?
Give the TMC to Ron.
I'll have some Carib Sea, Lee.
Whenever you want, then you just let me know.
Plug on it.
If you want to bring me down, Darren, I'll take some pictures. We'll do a video call. I'll go through bits you want, and I'll bring them down to Reef.
That rock have 100% failure rate?
Some of the time.
I've also got a TMC pumps in there as well. That's me. Let's have a look. All right.
What's that?
What are we looking at?
What is that?
That's inside my salt mixing barrel. So you can see a TMC pump there.
I thought that was a hole in the floor.
No.
What's all the bits in it?
Yeah.
Sub-cellar.
That's the thing with the TMC sacks. You get crap in them. That's why I polish the water first. So it comes out of there, goes into here.
Wait a minute, was that hose kinked and like?
Yeah.
Is that how you stop it from flowing through?
He likes a kink.
It's just because I'm in process of sorting it all out. So that was just a quick bodge to get it running.
I thought that was like your method to stop it or something.
No. I couldn't find the cutters to shorten the pipe.
He's just proving how good a TMC pump can work.
Exactly, yeah.
I will fucking edit all of this out, you fuckers.
But yeah, so we've got...
What's the can of Coke do?
Keeps me awake.
Refreshing.
Oh.
Yeah. So we've got a 2,500 litre water container there, which is a mixed salt water. That's my RO tub now. Calc.
Blue. Is that just a ball on top of a pipe?
That.
Is that something special?
That.
Yeah. Oh, it is. Yeah.
It's the end of them turkey basters.
Yes, I know. Right.
I just put it in there to block it because it stops oxygen going in.
Right.
That's me calc RO unit. That needs topping up. Lanthium. That's my 12 litres of lanthium. That's a spare. Trident. Battery backup that doesn't link to out. Yeah. It's backing some up, but I don't know what. So, yeah. Anything else?
Can you turn your camera to like further field of view so we can? I'm trying to work.
You want to pan out and work out where the fuck everything is.
I'm trying to work out where the plumbed in running sump is in relation to the new one.
Right, so let me just get over here again without tripping up.
I reckon if you removed and sold all of the stuff there that isn't doing anything, you could probably pay an electricity bill.
Yeah.
How very dare you say things like that?
Loads of stuff.
Go wash your mouth out, young man. Oh,
I'm talking financial sense, you heathen.
yeah. Do I look like someone who's sensible? No, do I fuck?
Okay, so
that's the big sump system.
Yep.
That's the new sump system, old sump system.
So is that just on the opposite wall?
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, it's lengthways on to the new sump.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I thought
it's the orientation, isn't it?
I thought it was
difficult.
parallel on the other side of the wall. Right, got you.
There's me RO tub as well. My big RO tub.
Holy shit.
So you've got 2 RO reservoirs, have you?
Well, that's me main RO, so that's 450 litres. The one over there.
Did that go down the stairs? The fucking stairs didn't look big enough to get those tanks down there.
Oh, yeah, we're fun. That one on top there, the top one there with drill on top of it, that's me RO for that and that.
Yeah.
So what's the 450 litres for?
I fill that up and then I can fill the RO for the tanks, mixing chamber, and calc.
And does that pump straight into them from where it is? You don't need to...
Yeah. I've got a TMC pump at the bottom there.
Wicked.
Goes up to that green pipe.
Only the best will do.
Follow the green pipe down, up, across. Clear pipe. All the way across there. And as you can see, the clear pipe goes through there with a TMC controller dangling there.
Lee, have you ever tried to get a TMC sponsorship rather than Aquaforest?
No, because I don't trust their equipment either. I only use it.
Ron's got one already, isn't he?
It's just his life support system.
That big drum over there goes to this pipe, and I can disconnect that from there and fill any other ones with it.
Ah, okay, so that's mobile, that pipe there.
Yeah.
Got you.
But eventually it'll be teed off, and I'll have one dropping down here. This one, my arrow is set, so once it hits that lower level, the pump in there, I've got a PUMP over in that 450 litre, pumps in there and fills it up. But I need to tweak the programming because for some reason it's not working. Yay.
I like the way you leave the drawer kind of hanging out of the trident as I think most people do, because it just doesn't go.
My fucking anxiety is just...
Right, Dave. You need a therapy session after
I'm
this.
going to have a fucking lie down, boys. Sorry.
It's like a space station.
It is. It's scary. Oh, look, there's my new quiet drive.
But after it's crashed, you mean?
Sounds like a Russian space station.
I fucking wish we could do a Russian accent now. As you can see, my quiet drive still ain't been fucking linked up.
Proper quiet, that.
Well, look, there's a drip.
Very,
I
very
suppose did
quiet.
that just drip live?
Yeah.
Silent.
I don't know where that's come from.
You see I'm done. I'm fucking done.
It's gone.
I thought this basement was quite...
Well, it's dripping right into the sump, so it doesn't matter, right?
Well, I could drip onto a TMC pump and fucking smoke Lee. You never know.
That'd be fine.
Do it live.
I thought this basement was quite tight before you put that gigantic... So is that 3 tubs?
Yeah. So that's 290, 290, and 650 on end.
Whoa.
Fuck me, is that Bowen, Lee?
I love the bow on that.
Yeah. Look,
Yeah, they take power a lot, don't they?
Jesus Christ.
Call it
That's the only
David.
thing with those, because the bulkheads must be under strain when that bow's like that.
They don't leak though, touch wood.
Yeah.
Too much salt creep for that.
Touch cloth.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, funny enough, one is dripping. The The bottom one there is dripping, but I've got some putty to go on it and some new silicone when I get round to it.
What's
the bulkhead
12?
is?
Pardon?
The bulkhead is dripping?
Yeah, it's because some dickhead fucked it up when they were drilling it. I don't know who it was, but if I ever find out, I'm going to fucking smack him.
So is that 12-litre container you're using for lanthanum? Is that your DIY lanthanum you're using?
Yeah.
Good stuff, that.
It is. It seems to be working fine.
Oh, fucking Rob.
Rob's
I know you've lost yours, haven't you, Rob?
What's that? I missed that.
You've lost yours, haven't you?
Misplaced.
Rob, do you give the recommendations to Lee first and let him test them before you actually do them on your system?
Yeah, he's not daft, is he?
Well, thing
Early adopter.
Not just Lee.
It worked great. I've been using it forever.
He mentioned that he told me about it, and I was like, I'll get some as well. And I thought, Rob will have tried it by now, because I know how impatient he is. And then he says, I'm on holiday, I haven't touched it. And I'm like, I've run out, and it's 20 quid a bottle, but I've got 12 litres of it. You know what's worse that can happen? So...
Your fucking tank all dies?
Yeah.
Like all your corals die?
But they aren't. They're all right.
Well, they just almost did.
Oh, no, that was just because of me with bad bacteria, that. Oh, there's frog. So, yeah. Anything else anyone want to ask while we're down here?
Did you just say frog?
Yeah, because I farted.
Oh.
You need a ribbit.
I'll probably
I
say...
thought he had a boot tank down there.
No. So I need to switch that on.
I think we should have a Reefers network meet at yours, Lee, and let's get these fucking sumps plumbed in.
I mean, an intervention.
The thing is, if you said that, we'd organise it, and I'd probably do it beforehand anyway.
Yeah, you wouldn't want us fuckers in there. Yeah, I don't blame you.
You'd only fit one person down at a time.
Yeah.
Maybe we can do it when Lee goes to Australia.
Oh, yeah.
And we'll just come back.
Yeah, one of those.
I feel like trading spaces.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it'd be one end where I go.
Always sunny. It's always sunny episode of Trading Spaces. Lee will come back with no house. It'll just be 2 buildings.
How the fuck are you going to get to Australia with a bill that just landed on your doorstep?
My mate's already planned.
Who's looking after your tanks for you?
Yeah, I've got to sort that out as well.
Tim, as he did such a good cleaning job.
Yeah. Well, my landlord offered sweet fish for me.
What's the garden looking like? You got any more tanks?
Oh, no, my landlord cut all my grass. Look.
Holy shit.
So if you're not getting any tank... Oh, is there one tank? I see one tank.
Oh, no, tanks are still in the garden. There's also 2 big tubs in the back of my car that have been there for 4 weeks as well.
Seachem bucket.
Oh, yeah, quality.
The best buckets in the world.
I fucking love them. They used to be 2 quid at my local shop, but they stopped using it now.
You can put some water in that and see if it's turquoise.
No, it's got salt in the bottom of it.
What about the front garden? You got any tanks out there?
Yeah.
What?
A nitrate reactor there.
Yeah, I thought somebody picked them up.
Did you not?
I thought your mom smashed them.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it's just tanks inside.
So how many have you got out there just now? Is it just the one?
Just the one. Wave at the camera.
I don't want to see your ring.
Not what you were saying last night. Right, shall we go back to the... Where's my microphone? I say.
Let's have a look at your main display while you're up, Lee. Oh, he's fucking sat down. Bugger.
I don't know if... Are you staying on your phone or are you... Yeah.
Well, at main display, yeah, might as well.
Okay.
Oh, 2 seconds.
You got your filter there?
So that's the doses there where the lines go all the way down to that sump in the basement?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Fucking crazy. Yeah, you could lose your seal and it could just suction everything down.
Losing the seal is the least of my issues.
You've got Harry biting his fingernails, man.
At least he doesn't have his calcium or his calc reactor in the sump.
Yeah, that would worry me. Right, here we go.
We're back. Hold on. There we go.
Oh, that flake.
Yeah, gorgeous.
That was a big fish.
Hybrid playing with the blue.
Lee, you got space for another tang in there?
Plenty of space, mate.
I might have my gold ring's being a knobhead.
Good size.
You got two purples? You got two purples?
Hey, look, there's another one. There's two over there.
You got three purples?
Three purples, a gem, I think, and the yellow zebrazomas. Those are all I've got.
Whatever happened with the plan of getting a bigger tank and putting it up against the wall?
It's still on the thing, but obviously with financial restrictions at the moment, I'm in kind of two minds what to do.
What's the dimensions of this tank, Lee?
It's 6 foot front to back,
Yeah.
3 foot left to right, and 2 foot deep.
Where's your electric meter, Lee?
Think kitchen.
Can we get a video of the needle spinning round?
Whizzing round.
It's on a smart meter and it's always in red.
It's going around like a Dremel.
Stick a bit of foil on the wheel.
What does that mean? It's always in the red. Is that something like excessive use?
Consumption.
Yeah.
Yes.
Tell me, Flame Angel, huh?
You've
Maybe
got
your landlord's stealing some of your power.
Yeah. Your
My
power.
smart
Yeah,
meter just goes over. It says cannabis farm.
Yeah. I was just about to say, have you ever had like the police run thinking you've got a cannabis farm?
No.
To be fair, Lee, we got a 2.5 grand bill from when we were with Shell Energy. Is our direct debit was however much too low, and it was over the course of a year or so that they then suddenly said, "Oh, actually, you owe us this huge chunk of money," and we contested it for ages and ages and ages, and they said, "No, you got to pay it, got to pay it, got to pay it," and then one day just sent another email, and they went, "All right, we'll change it to." I think we ended up paying about 700 in the end, rather than the 2.5 grand. So it's definitely worth to keep sort of saying to them, "Look, I can't afford this. This isn't fair."
Yeah.
That's the big difference.
Well, I've lost an head of an hammer there for some reason.
How do they fuck up that bad in metering your energy to then all of a sudden send you a correction bill?
I've no idea, mate. I'm trying not to think about it right now, to be fair.
Yeah, sorry.
It's all right. So,
You wouldn't think that would happen on a smart meter either.
How long have you had the clam?
That one, about 3 years.
What about
Rest
those
of
other
them
two?
a couple of years.
How many clams have you got in there?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I used to have 9.
You had 7, mate, a clam for every day of the week.
Hey.
Plenty of flat
Couldn't
to
ask
play
for
with.
more, could
A
you?
weekly clam shuffle.
Does anything pick at them?
You what, bud?
Anything pick at the clams?
No. The only issue I ever had was that one of clowns used to sleep in them. And I thought that's what had killed the other two. And then I took the clowns out and another one died. And you were like, well, it's not them then, is it? So I put them back in and then female died anyway.
I mean, if it really bothered it, wouldn't the clam just fucking shut on it?
Well, that's it. He used to seem to quite like it, to be fair.
Yeah.
Being tickled, Lee.
You what?
Being tickled.
Yeah.
Those look tasty.
Those aren't the ones that nearly killed me, though. It were these ones.
Well, let's try those.
Those are the ones that nearly killed me.
You ever walk past them and just put your middle finger up?
No, it's my own fucking stupid fault. So, yeah, I can't
That's
blame someone else.
That's what Tiger King said.
Yeah, he's going downstairs later on today. I might put him in middle sump, to be fair. You know, one of the big containers.
Dude, Dick?
No, it's Steve's fish. He gave me him last week.
He was. That's why Steve got rid of him.
They killed my copper band.
Well, funny enough,
really?
funny enough, shall we go back to this?
Blaming it on the fish, Steve. Yeah.
Yep.
Right, fair enough.
Your own damn fault, Steve.
So when Tim was helping with tanks when he cleaned them, he knocked the box off. So I was showing this one, yeah. He knocked that box off and it got out. And within 30 seconds, he were getting hammered by everything. So I ended up netting him and putting him back in.
You ever think about holding on to him and maybe adding the convict and him at the same time?
Well, the thing is, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to wait and then take the yellow out of there, them two out of there, and then put them all in at once. And that'll solve the problem. But I'm just not ready to catch them yet. So he'll go downstairs in that
What problem's
tank
that solving? Sounds like it's going to make a problem. What problem? What's it solving? You said it's
I'm
going to
thinking of adding multiple tanks at once, and then it disturbs the aggression from one fish to multiple fish.
I mean,
yeah,
it's a 200 liter tank. Or how big is that tank? The main display?
Main display is 1,000 liter.
1,000 liters to 250 gallons. So yeah, that's not that big of a tank to have 10 fucking tanks.
Yeah, but you got to remember it's a water volume as well, so it's a 2,000 litre system. And as long as they've all got somewhere to hide or somewhere to be happy, it's not an issue.
Tell Rob that.
He just did. I don't agree.
Well, as you can see, there's no one chasing anyone about. Everyone's living in peace.
That's what I'm saying, though. You're going to fuck another 4 tanks in there.
Yeah, but they're only little.
Another 4. Yeah, one's a convict trout.
Oh, he's not going in him. He's staying where he is.
And you're going to go to him. Yeah, but the sump's really big downstairs.
It's one of them. He can only go one or two ways. And it's not my first rodeo. He remembers I've been doing this for...
Yeah, my comment to you would be, if they're all happy in there, just let them enjoy themselves.
They might be even happier with more friends. If it goes the wrong way, they'll get netted out and moved on anyway. It's one of them. The orange shoulder definitely needs to go in there, and so does the hybrid Scopos, because they originally bought for that system. I've only got certain things in there because people ask me to look after them. Like the purple and that, people say, oh, you can't keep more than one purple. Well, I've got 3 of them, they're fine.
Yeah, and that's the thing about I appreciate about you is you're not just dumping them in there saying, I got them, I got to deal with whatever they're fighting. You're going to pull them out right away.
If all goes wrong, if they're not happy with like first 3 days, they'll be getting pulled out and gone somewhere else. I've always got friends with bigger tanks to put stuff if they're not happy in mine.
Or a sump bigger than your friend's bigger tanks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's it. If you look at that picture there, that's bigger than most people's displays. And that's the end of my tank.
Did you ever think about putting one of those freshwater bridges in the sump? So if you do put some fish in it, they could go up and over to each chamber of the sump?
No, I saw that. That's like gear.
I mean, that would overcomplicate things, Jim.
Yeah. I don't want it too complicated. Let me put the phone down and swap back to normal thing.
Yeah.
No problem.
In the meantime, John, we got any knitting we can watch? Well,
no, I haven't got a knitting buddy today. I'm not.
Oh no.
No, sorry about that.
Shearing sheep.
Did you
Did
you get your cock warmer, John? In the end,
cock warmer. Yeah, I got 2 or 3. Got different colours. Yeah,
fantastic. Are we all getting one for Christmas?
Yeah, lovely and toasty.
Good news is they don't take long to make.
No. And you need fucking an inch, didn't you?
Yeah. Wow.
Knit 1, pull 3, done.
Knit 1, tug 1.
Knit 1 pearl necklace.
Fuck.
I'm sure it'll be fine, Lee.
Cheers, Rob. Thanks for the support, mate.
Convict and zebra tank.
No!
Went so well.
So well.
How many streams without saying it as well?
Yeah. I haven't been on for a while, Lee, so I've managed to tempt one out of you. Once made a note.
My most sincere apologies, Rob.
Not to me then.
Does anyone have any other questions for Lee? So Lee, it seems like you've got most of the kind of groundwork done to put your new big sump tubs online. I know you were having an issue with phosphate in there. Now that's kind of dealt with. So what is your timeline from actually getting that up and running? Have you got the pipe and stuff to do it all?
Well, I need to get some more 40mm because, as I said in Salty Banter Live, I was looking for elbows to do it. And then I'm like, where's these 90s gone? I had shitloads of them. And I thought, oh shit, yeah, I did Liam's tank. So I need to replace the 90s for doing the 40mm stuff. But other than that, it's not even a big job. Once I've got that bit emptied, that piece of pipe emptied that I run about, it'll only take me about an hour. But it's just being in the right mental space to do it. And this year, I'll be brutally honest, has not been a good year at all. Even to the point now where I'm still unwell, and I'm usually, if I get flu, I'm usually 2 days down, and that's it. Whereas now I'm still rough as buggery. So once I feel better, it's all steam ahead because it needs to be done. It needs to be done before I go to Australia because I can't leave here with this being as it is.
When are you going to Australia?
Right?
When are you going to Australia?
I was supposed to be going in June, but it's looking more like July now.
Okay, all right.
I've just got to. Well, I've got my own financial issues, and my mum's worrying about money as well. And it's just like it's planned. It's just, why do you go to America this year and go to Australia next year when we've got a chance to save up more money? I'm like, I've already made plans in Australia, Mum. I can't push it back another 12 months, otherwise I'll never go.
How long are you going to be there, and what? Who's taking care of the tanks while you're gone?
Well, next on episode will feed fish for me, which isn't the thing, but I'm going to ask Tim, and I've got a few other people I can ask so they can do it in a rotation. So Tim comes over every couple of days. My mate Damien, I'm going to put him on my car insurance. He can drive, but he ain't got a car. He lives an hour away. So he suggested if I put him on car insurance, he can borrow a car, then come over every couple of days and check everything. So I've got a few people to cover it all.
How long are you planning on going for?
Just a couple of weeks.
Long time.
How long does it take? I'm sorry. How long does it take for you guys to fly from Britain to Australia?
24 hours at that.
24 hours, really. Yeah.
I've looked at it, and there's two separate types of flights. You can either go to Hong Kong first or Dubai, and it's 12 hours on the first flight. Then they stop there for a few hours, then 13 hours on the next flight.
Fuck that.
Yeah, do you fly direct to Perth?
Yeah, you can do the 18 hours to Perth, can't you? Then across, but either way, it's a long fucking way. It's depressing when you get off of a 12-hour flight and then you have an hour on airport and go, oh, now I've got 13 now on the next flight.
That's really putting me off the whole thing, to be honest.
Then when you get there, it's just full of Australians. And you think, oh, what the fuck did I bother?
Oh, fuck's sake.
We edited that one out.
But yeah, I really want to go. It's somewhere I've always wanted to go, but
have you been before or not?
No.
You haven't been before? Oh.
I've been to Ibiza twice, and Amsterdam, and Tunisia, which was a very strange place.
Where's Ibiza?
It's near a pizza.
Just below a boofer.
Near Mallorca.
Makista.
Don't sound like Iolta.
At least I can say 6, mister.
I've been told I can say it perfectly well, except by one little Russian lady living in America.
You can say it just fine. It just sounds like something else.
And the same Russian lady pronounces Apex, and Tidal Gardens, Tittle Gardens.
Tittle Gardens.
Which I think sounds loads better than Tidal.
Any other questions for me before we wrap this tour update up? Well, it looks like that's a wrap, Lee. I just want to thank you so much for letting us see your 2 other tanks. Special shout out to Tim. They are looking absolutely spotless.
Yeah, it was amazing, the difference. If I were going to clean them anyway, but they wouldn't have come anywhere near as much to clean as what he'd done it.
Is he on this Discord or not, Tim?
He actually eventually did join, but
he did.
Like most people, they joined.
Never said a fucking word.
Don't say a fucking word.
Yeah.
We've got a new member, literally during the tour, has said hello
and left.
What's that? It's funny how few people seem to survive. So I think we'll wrap the tour up, and then if anyone wants to continue the conversation, obviously you can jump over onto the Discord. Thank you so much, Lee. Thank you, everybody.
Thanks, Lee.
Thanks,
Lee.
Thank you, Lee.
Well done, Lee.
You.
Yeah.
Thank you, Lee.
On the next one. Bye, everybody.
See ya.
Bye.